Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Cautious Hero. Oh boy. So, in the last episode of Cautious Hero, it was the first episode, and I honestly was not all that impressed. It honestly came across as like one joke. It seems to be a recurring thing, which shows I've been watching lately, where it's one joke told not very well, and it just does not land. Our boy got summoned to the angel world, or goddess world, whichever the fuck you want to call it. He did push-ups for, like, forever, learned fire magic somehow, and then finally went to the isekai world at the end, and got jumped for his Jordans by a fucking demon lieutenant who's way higher level than him. I'm betting that she is a problem that he is not going to deal with until the end of the fucking season. Can't wait for that. Because our boy is horribly overpowered for anything that he should be fighting. So the world is sending things against him that are higher, and he's just going like, nope, I'm just gonna go that way. God, it's like that bug in Skyrim. Okay, so I don't know if anyone actually said this. It's like that bug in Skyrim where like the level stops scaling for a while. I don't know if anyone ever had that. Like, that's basically what's going on. And then when you get to the areas where the scaling still works, you get shit canned. Oh boy. But hey, whatever. Let's get in here and let's hope that the show gets better over time. Oh boy. Let's see. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Like honestly, like, cause this show, like, it's a good chance it might show up in fucking Isekai Quartet next season. And I'd rather there be more things in Isekai Quartet that I fucking like than don't. You know what I mean? Like, shit. But I already got to deal with RE0's bullshit when I watch Isekai Quartet. Oh boy, but like, something I do want to say though, like, while we got this opening going. I love how whenever I don't like an episode on the first episode of a series, it's like, oh, Nozz is poisoned against it because it's always something different. No. Like, y'all should know by now that that's not how I work. I give everything. I give everything the fairest shake fucking possible. I gave Arifureta a fucking fair shake, for Christ's sake. Like, no, there's no such thing as poisoning me against something. Like, when like, I hear about an anime and someone's like, oh yeah, it's got this, I might go, well, that sounds kind of retarded. But here's the thing. If it's retarded enough, I'll watch it anyway, because I like riffing on bad shit. Like, if I don't like something, it's like, I'm sorry, like, just, people can, it's okay to not like things. It's also okay to like things. If I think something is fucking shit tier garbo and you think it's the best shit ever, okay, fine. There are people that like 70s Gundam. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that should say it all. Like, she has a womb tattoo. Oh, man. Okay, why did you make the portal so far away? Why did you make the portal so far away? Jesus. Not gonna lie, a demon could get it though. Alright, so, yeah. Very heroic. They're just gonna set that fucking town on fire, and he's gonna come back through, and the level 1 town is just gonna be burned to the fucking ground. That little girl from the first episode, fucking dead. Dead, decapitated, head on a pike. So my man's just gonna do push-ups in this room for the next 7 years. Alright then, okay, gamer. Well, 2 days later. Well, why do you stink? Jesus Christ. Yeah, there you go. That village, that village is fucking dead. Jesus! Like, okay, well, she's gonna show this to Say, and Say will be like, well, that shit ain't my problem. Like, Garen fucking T, you say is just gonna be, like, the man really doesn't give a fuck, does he? Yeah. My man's just like, nah, ain't my problem, though. My job is to kill the boss. I mean, every 10 minutes someone dies, so he's got a minute. Nah, you got 16 hours, dog, it's fine. You got 16 hours! Like, Jesus. I mean, I don't know how swole he's gonna get in 16 hours, but like, come on now. Damn, he's getting a goddess that's actually useful? What the fuck? That's broken, nah. I thought goddesses were supposed to be useless. Say is a fucking sociopath, Jesus. See? See, he's got at least 32 hours. That little girl, nah man, that little girl was secretly the Demon King the whole time. This is the kind of man when he goes to the gun store, he buys fucking 15 magazines because he's afraid California's gonna pass that law again. I mean, he's literally not wrong. Like, as shit as it is, it's one village and one little girl's dad versus that entire fucking world. My man went up fucking 6 levels. Ready perfectly. My man went up 6 levels doing push-ups. Instead, he's just gonna punch her right in the fucking tits from now on, isn't he? Just go. God, my man just. See? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, that interaction right there, that is peak. I like how she's got soul edge. Hey, you can't change the rules like that. Come on now. Seriously, my girl just rolling up with the fucking womb tattoo. Goddamn. No, cause he leveled up, you dumb bitch. Jesus. Follow along. Uh Not gonna lie, I kind of like whenever someone's like, "You coward! How dare you take hostages?" I kind of wish a character would just go like, "Yeah, you know who else takes hostages? Every victorious fucking army ever." Also, a lot of like failing ones, but that's besides the point. It's almost as if there's time dilation going on. Hmm. Yeah, probably shouldn't have given him 10 minutes. I don't know about that one. Well, at least, well, now I see why Angius likes this fucking show. Level fucking 66. Well, at least she's giving him a proper honorific. Yusha-sama. Yeah, I imagine those big ass fucking muscles probably aren't for show. I mean, that's literally how, like, these things happen. Usually the person with the bigger number wins. Don't worry, he's just gonna make a wisdom save. That's how curses work, right? My girl, you ain't wearing sleeves. Suicide is badass. Jesus. Yeah, that looked a little jank there, my dude. I don't know about that one. Well then, a new villain has appeared. And just rip that fucking like, oh, this shell here with the big titties. Nah, I don't need it. Just I mean, it's still level 66. Her level hasn't really changed all that much. Fucking damn. Alright, she fast, aight. And this is where I go, and this is where I would say, hey, useless goddess, open the portal, I'm going home, I didn't sign up for this shit, fuck you. Okay, what? What? How? How though? Wait, so his... She straight up just... He straight up just calls her... He's straight out just calling her a fucking pervert. Okay, what is his actual level? What is his actual fucking level, please? Wait, so why was he... If that's actually what it is, then I am... If that's actually what he did, if he was strong enough to beat her from the fucking get-go, delete this. Like... Way to retroactively remove any and all hype. Like... Awesome. There was never any danger. And what's the betting he's secretly hiding his fucking numbers even more? Because it seemed like he could actually subconsciously control that fucking fake out power. Would make sense if he just, like, showed her another set of fake stats so she'd fucking stop distracting him. Now that that's proven to be a thing he can just fucking do. They ruined it with one fucking line of dialogue. They literally just ruined the fucking drama. Also, like, the weird slutty goddess is also getting real fucking old. I mean, that does kind of make sense, but, like, straight up, like, it's just, the man was strong enough to fucking beat them at any point. And from, like, and honestly, from a meta perspective, it was literally to fake out the audience, which is something that is just really fucking annoying to do. Because it gives us it gives us the concept that there is some sort of danger involved, that there's some chance that the hero might fucking fail. But then it retroactively removes it. That's worse than there being no fucking danger from the start. You know what I mean? Nobody likes being deceived. And they'll give him a mansion of his own, as is isekai tradition. Now he's gonna go do push-ups. He's gonna go do push-ups, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna sweep. He's gonna sweep up the demon, for fuck's sake. Oh boy, here's this joke again. Isn't everybody real excited about this joke? Just, the entire town is on fire. The entire town is on fire. Damn, I can't believe she's got to heal his butt. Who knows, this whole town might be infected. He burnt the whole fucking town down. He burned the whole fucking town down. You literally set him on fire. He burned the town down! And killed people! Oh my fucking god. No, he's not. He just robbed your dad. God, this... Not gonna lie, if I had a player like this in a D&D campaign, they'd be fucking gone. Like, I would deadass. This is deadass the kind of player that I would throw the fucking highest CR monster I have in my fucking monster manual at them. Until they fucking leave my table. Why are they acting like these are charming traits? Why are they acting like these... Why are they acting like this is charming traits that he has? Then back to the divine realm you go, then. What the fuck? So that's gonna be the gimmick, huh? He's just going to see in between each fight. He's just going to work out in the divine realm non-stop. Then when a bad guy shows up, he's gonna go destroy it easily, and also any fucking civilians nearby, and then go right back to fucking doing push-ups, huh? This show, I swear to God, for every good thing this show does, it does a lot of fucking really annoying shit. Like, okay, so I guess I should address a thing first because I know I'm gonna get comments about it for people that don't watch this long. I don't have a problem with him being an asshole. I don't. Asshole protagonists are a valid thing that you can have. Doesn't mean I have to like him, but I can appreciate his value as a character. That is not a negative knock against the show. What I do have a negative knock against the show is the fact that it seems like there is no fucking consequence to him being a piece of shit. Like, it comes across like a video game. And not in a good way. Like, you know in video games where, like, they give you, like, moral choices, and it's very, very clear that the game developers intended for the canon way through to be playing as a good guy, and as a result, they put, like, infinitely more effort into adapting the story to a good character, and then when you go through as a bad character, like, the same story beats still need to happen, so you can literally commit war crimes in front of people and they'll be fine with it. Like, at worst, you'll maybe get the occasional dialogue line of, like, you're a real piece of shit, you know that? But they'll still fucking give you all the help you need to fucking save the world. That's what's going on here. That is literally the exact same thing. And it's bad writing in video games, and it's bad writing here. Like, it feels like this world isn't real. It is and I know, oh, it's an anime, the world isn't real. Not what I fucking meant. It's an illusion. Like, it's an illusion of reality. And the illusion of reality doesn't fucking work. Because my man here is supposed to be a fucking hero. Not only was he totally fine with letting that guy get decapitated and letting Nina's dad get decapitated, only reason he fucking actually showed up was because he hit, like, a fucking level that he was totally fine with going in. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm high enough level now, I can kill that bitch in, like, 3 hits, that's fine. Right? Like, he is a callous piece of shit. And he's also so goddamn, like, sociopathically paranoid. And I'm not saying the paranoid people are sociopathic. I'm not saying that. Like, but he is both a sociopath and paranoid. That he was willing to burn down that entire fucking village and kill several people. Note, she did say that he had killed several people with that firestorm. Yeah, that village is now gone. That village is now wiped off the map because he saved it. Arguably, they would have been better off if they just let the demon woman do what she was gonna do. And yet, the worst he gets is the mayor prostrated in front of him, going, "Please leave the town." That's it. He still gets his reward money, he still shakes them down for more reward money, and he keeps on going. Like, if you're going to do the asshole protagonist route, and don't get me wrong, asshole protagonist can work, and it does work in a lot of media, but you need to do it right. You can't have the protagonist be a piece of shit asshole and still have him get everything. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but arguably, Arifureta did this better. The fucking protagonist of Arifureta, whose name I've already... It was Hajime, right? Like, that was his name, right? I think... The protagonist of Arifureta is a fucking piece of shit. He is a goddamn horrible human being, and nobody in their right mind should fucking like him as a human being. But here's the thing. He earns that. He earns that fucking, like, asshole personality. He's abandoned by his friends, betrayed, left to die, and has to survive by cannibalizing monsters that corrupt his fucking soul. And as he goes through, people call him out for being an asshole a lot. And the only reason that he gets any support whatsoever from his former classmates is because a lot of them feel bad for what they did to him. Doesn't mean he treats them with respect, and it does not mean he even respects them. He helps them once out of a sensation of obligation, and then he leaves. And most of them are left with the idea of, man, what the fuck happened to that guy? What a piece of fucking shit. Like, they're not bending over backwards to give him boons or rewards or whatever. He takes what he fucking deserves, and then he fucking leaves. And he hangs out with his lolly vampire waifu and weird rabbit stalker and fucking weird mermaid daughter. Nobody is singing that man's praises. Nobody thinks he's a cool guy. Everyone's just kind of like, yeah, that guy's a fucking prick. And the only people that do sing his praises are the rabbit people, who are assholes themselves because he made them assholes. It is a fucking. I swear to God, someone is gonna get pissed that Arifureta, Arifureta does the asshole protagonist thing better so far than this show. And don't get me wrong, this show still has 2 more episodes in the 4 episode test, so it could get better. It could get better, and I'm just like, oh man, gonna keep going through to the end here. Or maybe it'll just get so bad that this will turn into a, oh man, let's see how fucking bright this garbage fire gets, like Arifureta was. Like, oh, Jesus, fuck mothering Christ, my dude. Like, I. This show has problems. This show has really, really big problems. I guess now that I've like got like the big negatives out the way, I guess I'll say what I do like. Cause there's stuff I like about this episode. Um, so God, I fucking okay. So if we divide this episode into 2 halves, the first half of this episode is actually pretty neat. Like it's a smart usage of the time dilation, and like very much shows that he's got a calculating kind of personality, and he's like, okay, so I've got 16 hours to get as many levels as I can. And while he did cut his training short, he probably could have spent a lot more time training than he otherwise did. um he still went out of his way and he trained and he made sure everything was. That is kind of neat from a viewer point of view, right? Like, and you know, you've got like his justification, and his justification is entirely solid. It's an asshole justification, and it would likely get people killed, but it is still a very, very good justification from like a purely tactical point of view. And that is the kind of thing that I would want from this show. Him to be like, yeah, I know this is an asshole thing to say, but if I go there right now, I'm gonna get my shit fucking pushed in. So, yeah, I'm going to stay here, and while some people will die, if I go there now and I get killed, everyone dies anyway. If I make sure that I am of the right level, yeah, maybe like 1 or 2 people will die, and some people will be widows and orphans, but at least the rest of the village will fucking survive. That is pretty fucking neat. And then like the start of the fight where like he blocks an attack and she's like, oh, well, what? Yo, what? And it just completely shows her up like with this growth in power for such a short amount of time. That's fucking cool. And then it gets immediately retroactively ruined by Reset going, oh, he was high enough level to beat her the whole time. He was using this fake out ability to ensure that I did not know what his level was, and also like what, like the training he just did was actually useless. He was high enough level to defeat her in episode 1. He just chose not to, which means that man died for no fucking reason, and his earlier justification makes no sense because it's not valid. The man just wanted to do push-ups for an hour. That's it. Like, thing is, it was a really good fight up until that point. It was fun. You had a sense of stakes. You had an idea that that now he was on equal level with her, and this is going to be a fight that was pretty fucking neat. And also despite the fact that their levels were more or less equal, she still had a little bit of an edge in straight up power, while he had an edge in gamesmanship and his like sixth sense, as they fucking called it, reflexes. And then it just turns out like, no, he could have ended it instantly, episode 1. They chose not to. You know how One Punch Man season 1 got away with that? They made Saitama not the main character. You know why One Punch Man season 2 kinda fucking blew? Because Saitama was the main character again, and like, not only were the fights kinda lame, but it was also completely just sidelined into shit that just was irrelevant and fucking stupid. I feel like this show's gonna go the same way, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope this show pulls it out, because the first half of this episode shows that they are capable of doing something interesting. They are capable of it. They're just choosing not to. They're choosing to take the lamest, boring, fucking route possible through this show. And I'm hoping, with the level of fucking love and fan base this show has, that they turn it around. But this first 2 episodes, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. First episode was one joke told over and over again. Second episode was, hey, remember that joke? We're doing that joke ironically. But also not. And also, hey, here's that same joke from episode 1 again. And also, he's completely, like, doing something that is... He's actively fucking killing people. He's actively fucking committing homicides and robberies and muggings. And he suffers no negative consequences for it. Like... I want to like this show. I really do. Partially because this idea, this premise is fun. Partially because I know a lot of people really like this show. So it means that my comment section is going to be a fucking nightmare zone I have to fucking navigate for the next eternity. If anything's gonna fucking poison the show, it's gonna be poison in the positive direction because of that. So you want to talk about fucking my opinion being poisoned? If anything, this show is its own fucking anti-venom. So far. Holy shit. But, hey, it's got 2 more episodes before I make the decision on the 4-episode test of whether it's even worth fucking continuing. We'll see how things go. But right now, I'm not impressed. Right now, I am not seeing what everybody is so fucking excited about. Jesus fucking Christ. But hey, who knows? Maybe it gets better. I don't know. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Whether you agree with me, you disagree with me, or you want to bring up something about this episode that completely went over my fucking head. I don't think there was, because this episode really doesn't seem like it's all that fucking deep, but hey, who knows? It's happened before. Let me know down there in the comments. Oh boy. Anyway, as always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends. Especially now that Susan is ramping up the demonetization machine again. I've noticed that some of my videos have gone down in the search rankings, like, purely from demonetization. And by the way, as a creator, you can actually see that. You can actually see how your search rankings are impacted by demonetization. I think it's intended to make people make content that doesn't get demonetized, but at the same time, demonetization is basically fucking random because they've changed the criteria on us again. So, yeah, liking, sharing, commenting, engagement, and all that, and telling your friends. Literally, that is what's gonna keep channels fucking alive until they fucking roll this back again, or they settle into a new normal. So, those of you that do that, I fucking appreciate it. You guys are the fucking best. If you want to support the channel monetarily, to make up for the fact that, like, oh man, ad rev is just gonna go right down to the adpocalypse again, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down in the description and on the end card. And especially in these fun times with the Uwu virus, that shit is literally keeping me alive as well as keeping the channel alive. So thank you to everyone that supports, and thank you to anyone who does support in the future. So yeah, you do get some benefits with that. Those are listed on the Patreon page. And that's linked on the end card and in the description, like I said. So, yeah, as always, everybody, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you a